Chapter 26, Interpretation of a Dream. It was true that Kaori had studied dreams. Well, on the internet at least. She believed the unconscious was a powerful force, quite powerful indeed, and sometimes the brain needed dreams to get rid of all the things that made people afraid or anxious. To Kaori, the solution was clear. Overcome your fears, and the nightmares go away. After hearing the details of Just Renee's nightmare, she knew exactly what the problem was. It was clear as anything. When she was sure Just Renee was looking at her, she said, "You're afraid of girls in blue dresses." Renee tilted her head skeptically, then shook it. They were sitting on the zodiac rug, the usual placements. Kaori and Jen on one side, Client on the other. "I don't think that's it," offered Jen. Kaori turned toward her sister. "Excuse me, but you're not the expert here. And besides, how do you know my interpretation isn't accurate?" Jen shrugged. "Just seems too obvious." "Sometimes the simple answer is the real answer," Kaori said. She turned back to Renee, who looked unconvinced. "But I'll concentrate further, just in case I may be wrong." She stressed the may part. She closed her eyes and pictured Renee standing in that field all by herself. "You're scared," said Kaori. "You're afraid of being alone." When she opened her eyes, Renee's face was knotted like she'd just eaten something sour. "I'm not scared," she said, like it was a bitter word she needed to spit out. "I like being alone. It's easier that way." Kaori and Jen exchanged looks. Kaori wasn't used to being challenged by her clients. Then again, her only other client was Virgil. "Well," said Kaori. She spoke carefully, pausing here and there to make sure Renee was getting all her important information. "I could be wrong, but it seems to me that you feel alone. Or maybe you're afraid of feeling alone. That's why you get scared when you look around and everyone is gone. Because it's like you live in a bubble. Everyone looks at you like you're invisible, and then one day you are invisible. That would be scary to anyone." Jen nodded with vigor. Just Renee made a face that was a cross between a frown and a scowl. "I like being alone," she insisted. She crossed her arms. "Oh," Kaori said. "Alone is good. It's less trouble." "Maybe I'm way off, probably because I'm worried about Virgil. I can't seem to concentrate." Jen nodded again. "It's true," she said. "She stared at those lines for a really long time before you got here." She pointed to the star chart. Renee glanced at the chart, then looked back at the sisters. Kaori wanted to explain that they weren't merely lines, but she figured it was best to leave well enough alone, as her father liked to say. "Well," Renee said. She uncrossed her arms. "I can help you look for him if you want." Kaori eyed her new client curiously. Renee was stubborn, but with a quick fizzling temper. Interesting. She wondered what sign she was. Leo? Aries? "Hey, what sign are you?" Kaori asked. But Renee was busy standing up, so she didn't realize Kaori was talking to her.